to our Type 5. We have Michael Palascak. He's going to be here this weekend, June 24th and 25th. We're so pumped to have you. Okay, so you're from, I'm going to say this so wrong.
Yeah.
Wabash?
I was going to say that was close, but it really wasn't for like how close you could have been. Because it's only 2 syllables. I know how to say it, but I don't know how to explain it. It's Wabash. So I feel like the wa is where you hit it.
Wabash.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nailed it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Did we go to high school together? It sounds like you lived there.
Yeah, totally. See my shirt? Look.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just for this. Totally. I just bought this shirt just for this interview.
Well, it's weird because like that show's in Indiana, but then when I was a kid, there was a show called Erie, Indiana, which is also like a weird show. And then Parks and Rec was like in Indiana. I feel like people pick Indiana when they want it to be like a weird.
Oh, weird. Y'all are weird. Y'all got some weirdos. People don't know this, but I do because I looked it up. Wabash is the first city to be lit fully by electricity.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. So is there like a sign that says like Michael Palascak is the coolest thing since light?
That is a nice sign, but Crystal Gale is from there too. It's kind of like she's a little bigger deal. But I feel like that is a good marketing campaign, not for me, but I feel like they should make shirts that just say like "Get Lit, Visit Wabash" or something.
Yeah,
like that.
You should make those and then like make a little profit off of.
Yeah, man.
T-shirts.
It's so profitable.
You remind me heavily. Tell me if someone else has told you this. Stuart from Mad TV.
I have heard that before. Yeah.
Okay, good. I was like, I'm getting these Stuart vibes. But then the coolest thing ever is that his mom was also your mom.
Yeah, exactly. She was my mom.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Growing up and getting out.
Yeah, it was a Comedy Central web series that they did, and David Koechner played my dad, and his mom played my mom, and it was really fun.
So I think you might be related to Stuart.
I worked with the actor before, and he didn't tell me we were related. But I have been recognized as Stewie by a bartender at a comedy club, and she got very depressed when I wasn't. And she worked at the comedy club. I'm like, you've seen my name all week. Like, you knew what I looked like.
They brought back some really good memories for me, and I think we're in the same age bracket. You're 32, right?
That was in an interview, and I felt really weird saying something, because I was like, oh, I'm older than that. But I was like, you're Adam Carolla. I'm not going to be like,
you lied to Adam Carolla?
I didn't lie. Someone told him I was 32.
Okay, so maybe
I'll take 32, but I'm older than 32.
That's fine. You don't have to tell us your age or your weight. It's okay. But
184 pounds. What was I going to say? No, you go ahead before you're going to say.
I don't know. You messed up my whole interview because you're not 32.
We just cut that part out and just be like, oh, so you're 32? I'm like, and I won't affirm it, but I won't negate it either.
I'm just gonna assume that we have similar interests or whatever. We probably don't, but you know.
It's show business.
I want to do a this or that, and you tell me what you liked in the day. Okay. Destiny's Child, TLC.
TLC. I mean, when you're gonna burn down Andre Rison's house, like that's cool to like a kid. I mean, it's not cool, but it's like I knew about football and I got songs, so.
I agree, and Beyonce never burned down anything, so.
Well, and I feel bad for the other Destiny's children.
Yeah, they are forgotten children.
They were just like stepping stones. It was like, I feel like TLC is all the same, pretty much, other than.
But nobody remembers the other names of the girls in TLC. Everyone only knows Left Eye. Yeah. Real World, Road Rules.
I wasn't really allowed to watch MTV.
That's sad.
But I would say Real World, it was the original one, right? That seems cooler to me, like not traveling, just in one place.
Yeah, I agree. Road Rules sucked. You are now the rightful owner of the complete box set of Full House. Mm-hmm. Are we Jesse or Joey?
Joey was one of the reasons I became a stand-up comedian, so I think Joey, 100%.
No way.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
Well, Full House was on when I was a little kid. That's the first time I ever saw a stand-up comedian as a job. I don't do voices or impressions or anything, but it just seemed like, it was inspiring. Like there was a connection right away to that lifestyle.
Do you think he really did all those terrible things to Alanis Morissette, though?
Well, I don't know a lot about the song, but the song, it sounded like it was all consensual, right? It was just like, he just broke up with her.
I think so. I think he just crushed her.
In Joey's defense, like, she's a musician. If he had broken up with a banker, we wouldn't find out about it like that. I feel like as a personality type, I'm more like a Bob Saget. Like, not Bob, but like Danny. Like, I'm very much like
Danny Tanner.
Or I have an anxiety about me that's more connected to him. Right after Bob Saget died, my son was really young and he started pulling out the DVDs or whatever. I was like, oh, maybe we should watch these. And he had never really watched a sitcom before. And I turned it on for him. And the first scene that came up was just Joey doing something in the kitchen. He just started screaming. Like, he was like so upset at it. And I was like, that's a really funny joke if that's Bob Saget.
Speaking of your child, does he still cheer himself to sleep?
We went to a Dodger game one time and he learned that cheer, and then his mom kind of taught it to him, like, to apply to everybody. So he just sort of, it's the cutest, he just talks and sings and whatever.
That's amazing. If you could have a cheer to go to sleep to, what would it be?
I mean, him saying, let's go, Dad, would be great.
Oh, he's got to be awake to put you to sleep.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. I don't really fall asleep to noise that well, but recently I started falling asleep on airplanes to, like, the stuff that they show on the screen, like the meditations or whatever.
You ride in nice planes.
So I think I would need someone to say it very calmly. Like, yeah, you had a really good day. Yeah, you crushed it.
So the bright side is this hilarious web series that you have on YouTube. I watched through all of them. They're incredible.
You watched all of them?
Yeah, obviously.
That's so nice of you. Thank you.
Can you give me the bright side, because I just had to do this, of jury duty?
Bright side of jury duty is you don't have to go to, like, work or hang out with your friends that you don't want to necessarily hang out with. Have you ever seen, like, litter on the ground, right?
Well, yeah.
And you're like, especially with the pandemic, you're like, I shouldn't pick that up. But sometimes I pick it up and I throw it away. And I feel like I fed children in a starving nation. Like, I felt like I did so much. So I feel like if I did jury duty, I would just feel like when your plane gets canceled or something, there's nothing you can do, so you just have to hang out at a bar. It's just like that. I'd be like, well, I can't do anything else. So it just relieves you of this, everything you're gonna do during your day that you wanted to do, but now you're just like, well, I just gotta let go. You're jumping off a cliff and the parachute is the civil service.
Yeah, I gotta listen to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard talk about life. I
mean, that would be quite a jury duty.
Travel tips?
Yeah.
You are great at travel tips.
Thank you.
They're incredible. I was gonna ask, do you have any new ones? And I have an idea for some merch for you. Okay. Yeah. So first, tell me if you have any new travel tips.
One thing I've noticed is that if you go to travel and you wear clothes, they're gonna get dirty, right? And sometimes hotels have like a bag for dirty clothes, but sometimes they don't. So what I do is, in order not to pack too many of those garbage bags, I'll like use that garbage bag on the way there for like a yoga mat or like a steam machine or something that would be good to separate from clean clothes. And then if they don't have the bag at the hotel, I use that bag for dirty clothes. And then on the way home, it doesn't matter because you can do laundry anyways.
Okay, question. You travel with a yoga mat?
Yeah, how else do you do? Sometimes I do. If I'm checking a bag, then I will.
Really?
Well, like, do you want to work out on the hotel room floor? Do you want to use I don't like the squishy ones that are in the gym. There's something about your own yoga mat.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
You're jurying right now.
I'm jurying. Merch idea.
Yeah.
Flip-flops for the hotel. Because you claim that you need 2 pairs of flip-flops.
You need 4 total. Well, 4 total flops.
Oh, yeah. I think that you need to invent 1 pair that can unhook from another pair. You know what I mean?
That's such a good idea.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but thank you. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
It's been really productive so far.
How is it standing on stage for an hour?
I want to sit down right afterwards. I taped a thing one time and they had a massage chair in the green room. Yeah.
Pretty cool. We do not have that. We can provide a yoga mat maybe though.
Maybe I could just start putting it in my rider, just like a clean yoga mat.
You need to be putting all these travel tip things in your rider. I need a yoga mat that's not too squishy and...
yeah, it's like 0.3 millimeters or whatever. If it's 0.5, I'm going home. I'm getting on the airplane if it's 0.5.
That's like a trampoline.
It's a very funny visual to imagine someone doing yoga just being like, this is so bouncy. Whoa, we're gonna put up a net. Just stand on that side. I'm gonna go flying. You do downward facing dog over here.
You're gonna double bounce me if you're not careful. Do you have a special pre-show routine?
I have a countdown in my head of like, what do I want to do before I go on stage?
Okay.
But like 4 hours out, I feel like is the best time because I feel like I could do anything. You know, the thing I try to do before I go on stage is focus on my breath or just watch the show, like just not think about stuff. Like just breathe and just be in the moment and just believe that it'll all, you know, whatever happens will be great.
I like that. Yoga helps with that for sure.
Yoga helps with that. Having a calm mind on stage for a live show, I just feel like is the most effective thing I've ever done.
When you are in the green room waiting to go on, you've got your, you know, your host, your opener, everything going up. Are you thinking about your material, or are you just thinking, I want to be as present as possible?
Yeah, I like talking to people before the show sometimes because I feel like that's what a show is a conversation, so that's nice. Dan Cummins said that one time, like, you should try a new joke every show. So I used to be like, what am I trying? What am I working on? But it got to a point where that felt really selfish and it didn't feel good. Like, I was going into the show being like, what can I get out of this? When that's not why I got into it in the first place, is to like get something out of it. It was just to enjoy it. If I have new jokes, I think they'll come out because I've thought about them before, but I kind of don't like looking at my notebook or thinking about what I'm going to say. Or it all flows a lot better when I'm just sort of like there to make those people laugh as best as possible.
You're just the best at being authentically yourself on stage.
Thank you, that's so nice. When I started out, I would ask headliners like, what do you think about before you get on stage? Chad Daniels said one time, he's like, I just try to be as close to myself as possible. And I don't think everybody has to, but that seems like the richest experience for me.
I saw something that you might be a fan of The Office.
I love The Office.
What is your favorite quote from The Office?
The one that I'm like, this is the one that I think is the funniest thing I've ever seen on the show, is when the Civil War one, and Dwight is explaining how True Farms was like a really big part of the Civil War, and Oscar's like, no. Dwight asks Oscar a question, and Oscar's answer very calmly is no, and Aaron jumps in like, no, 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 no. Like, she's so supportive of Dwight. I like rewound that like multiple times.
It's the best. Okay, I have two. I have Kevin when he wears his toupee into work, and he goes, no, it's not Ashton Kutcher, it's Kevin Malone. And then the other one is when Michael literally declares bankruptcy. And he's like, I declare bankruptcy.
I declare.
Anything that the viewers need to know about you before you get here?
I'm very approachable. Feels free to say hi, bring your friends. I'm open to a lot of people coming. I won't be frightened if we sell out all the shows.
We won't be frightened either. I think we want that.
A guy came to a show. He really was excited. He's like, oh, next time I'll bring friends. And I was like, oh yeah, I think I need to tell people to bring friends.
Bring your friends.
People are like, at home, like, there's not gonna be room for my friends. I gotta save this for me. And they're like, I should have brought friends.
You're so special. People can't even bring their friends to see you. No, everyone please bring your friends.
That's what I'm saying. There'll probably be room for your friends. And laughing with your friends is really fun, and then you can like have a memory.
With your friends.
Yeah, that's what I want people to know, is that I do stand-up comedy, and that's what I'm coming to the Dallas Comedy Club for. This interview, I do interviews, but not professionally. But stand-up is something that I've done before. Is it called Type 5 because it's like a Type 5 set of 10 minutes?
It's called a Type 5 because it is very loose and not 5 at all. I keep dodging the window in front of me is like the light.
I keep leaning in until I get better light, but I feel like people don't even see me that close.
We just do this the whole interview.
I think he looks better before. I think it was better before. Don't do that ever. Please.
I don't know how to end these. Have a good rest of your day.
Enjoy your life. Have a good life.
Peace out.
Oh, we didn't end it already?